Right, guys. It's a new day. Day something. I actually don't know what the day is. Again, I have no idea. But sorry about the camera. It's a bit light. It's a bit dark. I will admit it is slightly dark. But yeah, I've been recording these on my laptop the last few days because I just simply haven't really been using my computer. I've just been using this like the last week. I don't know why. I just have been. So I know the camera quality's a bit dodgy. I'd have a light on my face. Anyway, it doesn't matter. You can still hear what I'm saying, and that's all that matters. So it's just the act of showing up today. Honestly, I kind of got back into myself today. I played tennis for like an hour and a half, and then I literally went from tennis, got home, changed my shorts because they're too fucking short. Like I need to just throw them out. They're too short. I'm just holding on to the last bit of like use I can get, but they're too fucking short. So I changed them, then went straight to the gym before I shut at 9. So um, yeah, I played tennis for an hour and a half, then went to the gym for an hour and a half. So it's been a pretty productive day in regards to physical activity. Um, I didn't end up going to the coffee shop purely because I kind of procrastinated it. I was working fine at home, so I was like, "There's no point moving when I'm all right here." I'm gonna go tomorrow because I actually have to get up tomorrow morning early anyway. So I'll go tomorrow and just lock in for until I get kicked out, basically. Um, and yeah, there was something I wanted to kind of touch on today. Obviously, you can tell that I'm a bit more charismatic today. But there was something I wanted to touch on. Um, I don't know what it was. Nice, nice. This is really good. Um, I'm sure it'll come to me. But yeah, it's the. See, I was writing a script earlier and I couldn't the word couldn't come to mind. It's the word where stuff has too much weight to it. It's like too. But I'll kind of give you an example. When you do a to-do list, for like 99% of people that are watching this video, when you do a to-do list, you'll more than likely on that to-do list put like 20 different tasks on that to-do list. You'll put like gym, you'll do like empty dishwasher, you'll write newsletter, you'll put like outreach to 100 people. You just the night before you'll just put so much shit on there, and because it looks so like this is the word that I'm looking for, and I'm sure one of you can like tell me what the word is. When I'm writing I will just come to me, but like when I'm talking I can't, like it doesn't. But I feel like it begins with the word letter D, but I can't fucking tell you. You get the idea. So like you've got all this stuff, and it's got so much weight to it. It makes it so much harder for you to actually kind of like act on it because there's so many things, and you just kind of feel like you're not going to get them all done. To which you don't do anything. So rather than putting so much shit on it, just kind of limit it and put minimal things on there, but the most important tasks. So you've got like you do them in order as well. I tweeted this earlier, but do one thing at a time. I tweeted it earlier because it's so important because everyone just tries to like um, multitask now because they think it's more productive when in hindsight it's not. You actually get 4 times more stuff done when you do one thing at a time as opposed to doing like 3 things at once because you're constantly switching. You can't enter flow state. You can't actually deep focus on what it is that you're doing, and therefore the quality of work will be worse too. So do one thing at a time, and that's how you're going to get things done. But do a priority list so you have like the most important task, which would be I don't know, the introduction for like the VSL for the like sales process, right? The VSL, that's number one, the script for that. Then number two, you've got like write newsletter. And then number three, you've got um, script other things like script based content. I don't know. This is my kind of to do list at the moment. It's very vast because when I say base content and stuff, it's very vast in that regard because I've got so much stuff that I need to like do. So it's just keeps going and going and going because I like there's so much like literally I think I've written about 50 pages of content so far and I've still got another 30 left. So you can understand why it's taken me so long to do this thing, but it's all going to be worth it in the end. It's just actually getting the hours in and doing it. So yeah, it's doing things like that. But rather than putting so many things on at once, just put like one, two, or three things, and then once you finish those things, one, you're gonna feel so fulfilled because you've got your to do list done. As long like you need to actually physically tick it off. Tick it off. It makes it feel so much better, and you do it so much easier. But also, if you have those tasks, you just feel fulfilled when they're done, and due to that, you can then like so easily move on to the next thing, right? Because you've got that momentum going. But when you've got so much stuff on there, you don't have that same kind of sense of um, contentment, sense of fulfillment when you finish one task when there's like 20 that you've got to do. You know, and the 20 that you've got to do are actually quite big as well, because you'll get that like 3 a.m. motivation, and you'll sit there at um I don't know, 3 a.m. writing everything that you're going to do tomorrow, because you feel like today's the day that I'm going to change my life. Today's the day I'm going to move my life, turn my life around. And then you wake up in the morning and you feel like shit and you don't do any of it. So be consistent and just act on it every day, and just keep it as easy as possible. Keep it as frictionless as you physically can. And I think that's what you got to do. That's what I'm doing. That's what works, I think. But yeah, man, just do that. And yeah, that's my kind of value for today. My newsletter was out yesterday, so I'd actually need to touch on that today because I touched on it yesterday. But if you want to subscribe, top of the description, there'll be another one out next Wednesday at 2 p.m. UK time. But yeah, it's just constant action. I think most of this just stuff just simply comes down to being disciplined and delaying gratification, delaying stimulants like Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, whatever, delaying it, because the more you allow yourself to kind of go on it and get yourself distracted, the harder it is to focus, because everything is just taken away from your focus. Like, we live in an attention economy now. It's fucked. So you need to be disciplined to not getting caught up in that. And I say that as if I'm on this pedestal, and yeah, I'm so fucking perfect, because I'm not. But I try and stay off it as much as I can. I go on it intentionally when I want to. I go to the gym without music because I'm fucking weird. Because if I take my phone, every time I finish a set, I'll just go on my phone, and then it will end up like my gym session will take like 2 times as long, because I just sit there on my phone every time I do something. So instead of that, I don't take it, and I just fucking do it. And I think you guys could maybe take something from that too. But yeah, success just simply, I think, it comes down to being disciplined and doing the things that you want to do the least, because they're the things that need to be done the most. And almost mm, embracing discomfort, like almost seeking discomfort, like look for discomfort, because everything in a comfort zone more than likely is shit. It doesn't help you in your life whatsoever. So instead of sitting in your comfort zone doing whatever, like sitting on your sofa, lying in bed, instead of that, you do stuff that actually moves you forward, and it moves you forward. This like not comforting, because everything that you actually want is out of your comfort zone. Like, everything that you want is out of your comfort zone. If you want to grow on TikTok, you've got to start posting on TikTok. If you want to build a YouTube channel, you've got to start posting on YouTube. If you want to build that brand, if you want to build that business, you've got to start getting on calls with people that you haven't spoken to before, and selling them on your service. You've got to start doing things that you haven't done before, and that's how you're going to get results, I think. So yeah, seek discomfort, because everyone sits in so much comfort nowadays that they're not willing to do stuff that actually moves and propels their life forward. So yeah, just fucking do things that aren't fun, and when they're not fun, think of it as a good thing, because that actually means that you're doing something good. Like, it sounds so dumb, but everything that's hard or painful, in some regards, well, most regards, is a good thing. Obviously there's other things that are painful and you'd rather not happen, and just like they're just shitty things that happen in your life, like what's happened to me this week. But you just gotta move from it and learn from it and go from there. because there's nothing you can do about it, right? You just gotta like comprehend it and move on. And but things gonna be painful in regards to work and actually moving your life forward. Everything that's painful is something that you actually need to do. Hence why it's painful. Because if it was easy, then everyone would do it, and that's why it's hard. If it was easy, everyone would be fucking rich. If it was easy, everyone would have a fucking six pack. If it was easy, like, you know what I'm saying? So you've got to discipline yourself. If you want a six pack, you've got to stop eating shitty food. It's fucking obvious, but I mean, you've got to discipline yourself for that. If you want to be successful, you've got to discipline yourself to distractions and allow yourself to focus as much as possible. There's this thing that you've got to do to be successful. There's sacrifices you've got to make to get there, and whether it is building the body that you want to do, the body that you want, and then you've got to sacrifice things there, like food, like whatever it is here, and you've got to start doing this stuff. The same goes for business. You've got to sacrifice like social media, whatever it is, as much as you can, and be disciplined to actually doing this stuff, because that's what's going to move you forward. And one thing I've learned over the last, my computer's going to run out. It's going to take my phone. One thing I've learned is, fuck, what was I going to say? I can't remember what I was going to say. Nice, yeah, that's really good. I've done that twice this week. Yeah, that's fucking sick. Nice one. Yep. I'm gonna keep you waiting because you don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna fucking say. One thing I've learned is you don't actually have to work as hard as you think you have to work. If the hardest workers on earth were rich, then structure, like, builders would be billionaires, you know? So yes, work hard. And I know everyone gets caught up, as do myself, thinking that you've got to put in 16-hour shifts to get something. But most of the time, if you're putting in 16-hour shifts, they're not going to be consistent and you're just going to drop off. So make it easy for yourself. And I think a 4-hour session of deep work, or even 2 hours, or two sets of 2 hours, is far more productive than doing 10 hours of constantly multitasking, doing different things, not actually focused in. And even if you do it one day, you're not going to stay consistent and do it the next day, you know? So unless you're the kind of person that can do that. So you build into it. You start small and you go up. I've written a blog on this before. I think I wrote a blog on this like the other week as well. I can't remember. But the the value of starting small. Like, you can't just click your fingers and be the best fucking person in the world, you know? I'm the most disciplined person in the world. You've got to slowly build up to it. So I wrote a blog. I've wrote a newsletter on that like 2 weeks ago. I think it was last week's newsletter. So if you want to go check that out, you can do so. But with that being said, we go again tomorrow. I'm still going to go to the gym tomorrow. I'm going to wake up because I've got to get up early anyway. Go to the coffee shop, get kicked out at 4 p.m. because I always get kicked out at 4 p.m. because that's when it shuts. Then I go to the gym. Then I come home, a bit more content. If there's anything else I want to do or feel like doing, I'll do it. But hopefully within that stint of probably around like 9 a.m. until 4 p.m. So it's literally like a 7-hour stint. Yeah. From that, in that time frame, maybe 10. It depends when I get there. But in that time frame, I hope I will got most of my stuff done that day to be fulfilled, and actually I'd be like, I did everything I said I was going to do, did everything that needs to be done. Cool. And now I can chill, you know? So that's kind of where I want to be at tomorrow. But yeah, do that, go to the gym, come home, and then we go from there. Yeah, and then Saturday, I'm having my 21st party. Cool. I'm gonna be 21. I'm gonna be 21 on Sunday, boys. I'm gonna be 21 on Sunday. That's crazy. I've been feel like I don't know when the actual date is, but sometime soon I'm gonna have been recording these for like half a year. It was actually half of 360. It's 180. Oh, that's almost 40 days away. Jesus Christ. Okay. I need to get this thing out, because if I get this thing out, then I think I'm going to be at the goal. But it depends. That's why I'm going to the coffee shop so much at the moment, because I want to get it out. But I mean, he's busy moving house and stuff, so I can't. You can't do like force everything. But it needs to be like the stuff needs to be recorded. I'm trying to get everything done on the back end. And with that said, thank you for watching. You can obviously tell I'm in a bit of a better state now. We're good, but it's still just sad. Like, but you can't. Like, what can you do about it? You know. But yeah, thank you for watching the video. If you want to subscribe to my newsletter, you can do so top of the description. Every week I release the most valuable content on the internet. Wednesday, 2 p.m. UK time. If you want to subscribe to it, you can. I'm joking. It's not actually the most valuable. I think it might help some people because it helped me, but it's from the books that I've read and stuff that I've learned. But if you want to subscribe, top of the description. Got 107 subscribers on there now. We're moving. But yeah, if you want to subscribe, I would appreciate it. But that's the end of the video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow night. Cheers.